Hi guys! We're gonna do an experiment together. I'm a beginner guitarist. I'm learning to play guitar. Why don't we do this experiment where we learn together? This video is gonna be different from all the other videos where we are beginners together. I wanna teach you what I'm learning and we can learn at the same time. Sounds fun, right? Let's do it. Okay, the first thing you want to do is make sure your guitar's in tune. I made another video about that. Check it out. Mine's already in tune right now though. Now I know what you're thinking. I don't need to tune my guitar. I'm gonna sound like crap anyway. But you might be practicing and you accidentally hit the right chord. And it's gonna sound perfect. But you won't know unless you're in tune. So how often should we practice? So a lot of people say like 20 minutes a day. I find for me personally that I like to break it up into chunks. Just like if you're sitting around, you got some time, I think you should do a 5-minute session. Now, if you can do it 5 times a day, that's great because the more you play, the more it's gonna get in your muscle memory, right? So it's like riding a bike. Anything you do all the time, it's gonna be ingrained into you as like this muscle memory, easy to do thing that you can do in your sleep, you know? So if you do it 5 minutes a day, 5 times a day, 4 or 5 times a day, and just kind of have fun with it, you know? I have a minute, I'm gonna go play guitar. So that's what I'm doing, and that's what I'm gonna recommend that you do with me. Little chunks, just break it up. So this isn't gonna be like other videos where they like tell you how to hold the guitar and this is the top of the guitar and you know what I'm saying? We're just gonna get straight to the meat and potatoes of it, okay? So I'm gonna put these chords up on the screen and they're gonna look like the frets. I think you can figure it out because they look like exactly like the frets. You're gonna put your fingers on the dots and I'm gonna start by just showing you 4 chords. After we learn 4 chords, I'm gonna show you an exercise that we're gonna do every day. We're gonna do an E minor chord first. It's just 2 fingers. So you're gonna go to your 2nd fret and you're gonna put your first finger on the 2nd note. Ooh. And then your 3rd finger directly beneath it. Now, it's gonna sound something like this. Now yours may not sound exactly like mine, but do your best and we can try again. Now do it with me. So we're gonna do a G chord. Now, this one's a little harder. We're gonna use more fingers for one. So we're gonna use these guys. So you've got one guy at the top on the 3rd fret and one guy on the 2nd fret on the 2nd string. And your bottom, you got your pinky on the bottom string and then one directly above him. And that is the 3rd fret. I hope you can see that okay. So this is what it's supposed to sound like. You just hit all the strings, right? Now, it is a little harder, but if you just keep practicing, I promise it will sound great. So just reference your diagram or my fingers as needed. Let's give it one more shot, okay? All right, so we're gonna do a D chord now. It's a little easier than G. It's only 3 fingers, right? So we're still on that 2nd fret with your first 2 fingers. You got one guy 3 up from the bottom and your 3rd finger is on that last string on the bottom. Now, your ring finger is between them on the next fret, right? So this is what it's supposed to sound like. Now, these top two strings, you're not gonna play these guys. Try it with me. Whoop. Now, this next chord I'm gonna teach you, my guitar teacher calls it a CG. Now, if you know what it's really called, please feel free to put it in the comments for me, okay? Alright, so like the bottom two fingers are like your G, and then your top two fingers are like a C. This is what it sounds like. Play it with me now. So now we're gonna talk about strumming. Now, my guitar teacher says this is the most important part, and for me, it's the hardest part. But even if you miss a note, this is kind of the make or break part of it. You recognize the pattern. You can hear the song in that pattern. So your right hand, it has to hit the right beat. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how we recognize the pattern and we know it's the song, okay? So even if you play the wrong note, people are not gonna notice that as much as if your timing is off. So strumming pattern is super important. Now we're gonna get into the exercise. This is what you're gonna practice, and this is what I'm gonna practice with you. So it's gonna incorporate those 4 chords, and we're gonna use the strumming pattern. But don't fret. This is super easy. Now you're not gonna think it's what's gonna get you to the next level of guitar, but it is. So first I'm gonna explain to you the exercise, and then I'm gonna show you the exercise, and then we're gonna do it together. So we're gonna make sure our timing is right first and foremost. We're gonna play each of those 4 chords I just showed you 4 times. Now, even if you're not lightning fast to change the chords, you're gonna learn that muscle memory that you keep strumming anyway. This guy keeps your beat. He keeps going. So if you don't change chords lightning fast, that's okay. We are gonna get there. But build your muscle memory. Make sure your right hand keeps going. So the whole point of this exercise is to transition smoothly, fluidly. So keep going no matter what, right? Just keep going and make it smooth as you can. Even if you go really slow, the whole point is to be consistent with your timing. Build that muscle memory up. So I'm gonna show you the exercise. We start with E minor and we go down 4 times. And then we're gonna switch to G 4 times. And then to D. And then your GC. You want to try it together? Let's try it together. Now remember, try to be smooth and try to keep the same timing. Now let's go. Now it's not gonna be perfect, right? So we gotta keep trying. Okay, let's go again. Okay, now we're gonna do this 4 or 5 times a day, right? And let's do it 4 or 5 minutes each, right? Okay, it would help me out so much if you would like and subscribe so you see my next videos, right?